All right, I'm just going to run through my trades quickly this morning. And let's see. So it looks like VIX is it's head toward the higher end, a little bit of volatility. It's still a healthy baseline, but it's pushing the upper edge of elevated to cautious range right now. I'm headed toward meeting my, we'll see if I can do it, if I can hit my target for the month. Looks like my theta is about 15,000. So let's do this. I'm going to go to my daily actions. You're probably getting used to the whole process now. And I'll go to manual actions. And let's see. So I've got some here that I'm going to close out. Really, I'm going to leave this one because, well, what is today? Wednesday? Nah. I'll probably leave that till a little bit later in the day. We'll see what happens there. But these that are in the 80 range, 70 range, I'm gonna get those today. Maybe I'll take it through 65. All right. Then I'm just gonna move these to the midpoint between the bid and the ask price. All right. All right. So 1,200 I'll pay to buy these back. I'm gonna go ahead and submit that. It's doing its little validation. All right. Looks like several of those filled. I'll just pop up here and take a look. How many might still need to be filled for the day? Let's see. It's looking like maybe they all filled. Great. All right. So my next step, as per usual, is I'll look at any calls that I might have available. And I'm just going to quickly see if I have any. It looks like I have a number of eligible ones. So NVIDIA, Amazon, AMD, Iron, Applied Digital, Nimbus, I know I'm not saying that right, NBIS. Looks like most of these are pretty much right in the saddle. I like it right where the delta's at. Um, all right, I'm gonna pick those up. All right, so I'm gonna review these, make sure they're all positioned the way I want them. Might take that one down a little bit. We'll see what happens there. All right, I'll submit these live. All right. Well, guys, this is really getting to the point where if you're watching these daily, you can see it's pretty boring. And like I always say, I think you want to be boring when it comes to trading. You don't want to be living like some gambler's life. These are all solid positions. They're all solid companies. It represents good equity in these companies, and that's what I'm after. And I think that's what really you should always be after. Just think about it. If you owned real estate, you'd want real estate that is in a good location, that has good fundamentals, good foundation. The roof is good. All the things are electrical's up to date. That's equity that you own in that property, and maybe in your house you own equity, and that's based on the inherent value of your property. And that's what you're doing here is you are buying property, and in this case, it's property in valuable companies that have built equity over many, many years. And just like the housing market, it can go up and down. So can the equities market. These are actually called equities. The equities market goes up and down. But over time, over the long haul, it continues to edge up over time. And so I really think that again, if you're doing this on a daily basis, and I know I'm doing it maybe at a higher level than maybe you're at today, but it's not beyond what you can be at, in the future. And certainly, um, even if you're only get to where you're making like 50 to $100 a day, that can be a huge benefit to you and probably to almost anyone. So I'm gonna let this run for a minute. All right, so 2,471 opportunities. Let's see what we're looking at. I usually like to keep the DTE within maybe 21 days or so, and also the probability of profit. I like to sort on that. And I'm just going to look at Tesla since it's my highest scored one right now. Let me move over here. Yeah, I mean it's down, but look, it's now below the relative strength index. So it's probably a good time to pick it up, honestly. That's the way I look at it. It's a good high value company that over time is going to yeah, I need to do this. All right, so do Tesla. What else am I looking at today? It's Dell looking like right now. All right, so it's down, but kind of making its way back up. So it's kind of in the middle of the relative strength index. It's toward the bottom of the Bollinger Band. So that's another one I'm going to look at for today. What's BE doing these days? Yeah, energy's having a rough go at it. I think I'm going to let that marinate for a bit. What's Freeport? Yeah, it's right in the middle. I might, yeah, I'll probably do a position on that today. What's Meta up to? Yeah, so it's kind of found its resting spots, kind of bouncing around in the 500 to 527 range. So probably I'm gonna pick that one up as well. See if there's anything else I'm interested in. What's Netflix doing now? It's trying to make a little bit of a climb. Probably a fairly decent place to pick it up, actually, if it were to happen. And how about Amazon? What's it looking like? Yeah, it looks like it's toward the bottom of the RSI. It's a red day. It's probably a fairly decent day to pick it up. So I'm just going to work with those right now. See, they're all in the middle part. I'm going to go ahead and execute that. All right. Looks like some of those are closing out. Let me come over here. Look at any that are in a working order state here. Looks like I have a couple. Maybe see if I can close those out. Yep. And that's my day for today. Let's see where I ended up here. Overall, yeah, I'm at 137. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do for today. I'll just make sure, I'm just going to do one more flyby and just make sure that all of my calls closed out. Looks like they did. So that does it for today's trades. And I hope that you find this interesting. If so, you can go over to my website at trading.com learnhowtoprosper.com. You'll find a link to it in the description, and certainly can share more with you over there. And with that, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'm going to sign off. Have a great one. Bye.